we are not your typical engineers. We're communicators, client advocates, and trusted advisors. We'll share our experience in the industry while sharing what life is like working here. Welcome to Behind the Walls with WB. Hi, I'm your host, Ashleigh Bik. I am a Senior MarComm Coordinator with WB. Today is an exciting day. We have brought back our video series, Behind the Walls with WB. Our guest kicking off this episode is someone who brings a ton of experience in the industry and has a passion for critical facilities, sustainability, and technology. He has helped design over 10 million square feet of data centers and over 400 mission critical projects. He also helped establish our East Bay office, having moved from our DC office, and is now helping establish our brand in Austin, Texas. He is our managing director, critical facilities, and managing principal, Jimmy Sneed. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for putting this together.
Yeah, no problem. So, heard by 2030, the projected average is 3 smart devices per person. I know I have more than that for sure. So that's like an estimated 25.4 billion smart devices in service. And that's going to take a lot of power. What do you feel is the biggest obstacle to overcome in the future of mission critical facilities?
Well, you said it, the power. It's going to take a lot of power, and how we're going to get that power. That's the biggest thing that I think I see, and anybody in our industry sees it. That's our biggest potential issue is how we're going to have the power, how we're going to create the power, and then on top of that, how are we going to be sustainable? Because that's a big hot button item as well.
Speaking of sustainable energy, what do you think the role of nuclear power will play in the future of sustainability?
So I think nuclear power is a big player in what we've got coming up in the future. And as a matter of fact, the United States the Nuclear Regulatory Commission just approved the use of these small modular reactors, which is a new technology we're starting to hear a lot about. It really got started in Europe, in particular in England. England's got a big push to do it. They're ahead of the curve on this. And I think that as we grow to get these full scale nuclear reactors like we've had in the past that are just so hard to get approved and built, these small nuclear reactors are going to be able to bring nuclear power to areas that we couldn't have got it to before. So it's kind of exciting to see where this is going to go. And I think in the mission critical world, I see it in the future being a player for these hyperscalers and things that are building major campuses of buildings, and then they can have one of these small nuclear reactors possibly, and even what they don't use sell back to a community to help a community that's nearby or something. So it's got a lot of exciting potential.
That's awesome. So I guess on the opposite end, people talk a lot about batteries. I know lithium's big with the EV cars. What do you think batteries will play in the future of sustainability?
So batteries also is going to be a big player. I see. The biggest question that I have is where nuclear is a utility. It's a utility scale, so we can create large amounts of power. Batteries as a utility scale, we have some clients that are developing that, so it does have a potential. I think um, for us to get there, we're still a ways away on battery to understand how we can create such large amounts of power, but we use batteries every day. They have a great track record. We're used to using them in critical facilities. They've been in UPSs forever. I think the biggest play for batteries is not only in the future, but even today, as a bridge between when you lose utility and you go to whatever your backup is, if that's generators or if that's fuel cells, which is another thing, or is it just the batteries if it's a short enough outage? So batteries have a reliable past, and we know a lot about them. I do think uh, that they're going to be around for the long haul. I think today we're using them. We're going to continue to use them. Their use will increase, and so being able to understand where to fit those batteries in is going to be an important role in the design of any critical facility in the future.
Awesome. So my last question, what are your thoughts on the stances of Bill Gates and Elon Musk on the sustainable energy front?
Yeah. So both have very good points. I mean, no surprise Elon Musk is a battery guy. Bill Gates has put a lot of money into research of nuclear power. In fact, he's got a nuclear reactor coming online in Wyoming soon. I think it'll be the next one. And there's a huge data center in Wyoming that's going to be using power generated by this nuclear facility when it comes online. But I think, obviously they have their own reasons for doing what they do. I think they both have good points. They're both going to be involved in the long haul, just like I think nuclear and battery is going to be. I think both of them, neither one of those, you can't say nuclear is the only option. You can't say batteries are the only option, even though I think those two guys are kind of taking that stance. I think Elon Musk has made it clear that he thinks we could do it all with solar. Bill Gates thinks nuclear is the way to go. I don't think we're going to solve it with any one technology. It's going to be multiple technologies. So I think there's definitely a future for both of these. So which one's right? I think they both have good points. They're both right. And the fact that the technologies that they're pushing is the future of sustainable energy because they both are.
Awesome. My last segment is lightning round. So I'm going to ask you a couple quick questions just to get to know you a little bit better. Are you ready?
Oh, sure, go.
Okay, awesome. So I've heard you're a big movie buff. If you had to pick one movie to watch for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Yeah, that's tough. I am a huge movie fan. I'm a Marvel guy. I love Marvel movies.
Same.
Uh, but going back to uh, one of my favorite movies of all times was Dances with Wolves. I just really like that movie just because I'm a history buff as well. So anything to do with history, I really, really enjoy. So I would say if I had one movie that I had to enjoy forever, that would be the one.
Awesome. So next question is, are you a dog person or a cat person?
Uh, it's funny. I had cats in the past, but I am definitely more of a dog person. I have three of them now. I have Harper and Hendrix, who are brother and sister that are 3 years old, and Lola, who's my oldest at 13 years old. So, yeah, we definitely are dog people in my house.
Oh, I am too. Love to hear it. Nothing wrong with cat people, but yeah,
No,
I love dogs.
yeah, me too.
So the last question is, I also know that you're an avid baseball fan and you enjoy playing in a softball league. What is your favorite position to play?
Yes, I do play softball a lot. And I've been playing softball for 30 years, I guess, more than 30 years now. And I also play baseball. So shortstop is my favorite position, but as I've gotten older, I can't play that as much. So now I've pretty much settled on third base. I've been playing third base for the last several years, and I enjoy it a lot. So still doing that.
That's everything. Thank you, Jimmy, for taking some time and kicking off our Behind the Walls with WB episode. And we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thanks.